Sabrina Carpenter returns to the charts in a big way as fans can't get enough. If you like the video, please subscribe and comment. Sabrina Carpenter is in the middle of yet another busy week on the charts in the United Kingdom, and even though much of her recent music has already enjoyed massive success, fans in the country aren't ready to move on from her huge short and sweet era. A handful of tracks that helped establish her as a global pop star have returned to various rankings across the pond, and most of them have found their way back to the most important roster in the British music industry. Months after their initial release and long after they peaked, these tunes are still bestsellers and strong streamers. Sabrina Carpenter hits big on the singles chart. Carpenter commands 3 spots on this week's official singles chart, hitting the cap for how many songs an artist is allowed on the tally at once as a lead act. Her trio includes a pair of returning favorites, Juno and Taste, both of which re-enter the list of the most consumed tracks in the UK inside the top 40. Juno is the higher ranking of the two, as it's back at number 34. Not far behind is Taste, which returns at number 37. Taste outpaces Juno, even in a lower spot, while Taste may rank slightly lower than Juno on the current edition of the official singles chart. It's clearly the bigger hit overall. The former chart topper has now spent a full half year on the tally, which is a significant milestone for any pop track. Juno, on the other hand, hasn't enjoyed quite the same longevity, at least not yet. It previously peaked at number 24 and has only managed 3 appearances on the chart so far. Please, Please, Please returns, but only on vinyl. In addition to her top 40 wins, Carpenter also sends another former number 1 back to a UK ranking this week. Please, Please, Please returns to the official vinyl singles chart, where it can be found at number 22 after not selling well enough on Wax Last Frame to make a home anywhere on this specific roster. Please, Please, Please also shows up on 3 other tallies, though it falls on all of them. The smash dips to number 36 on the official streaming chart and settles at number 100 on the official singles sales ranking. Thanks to a new burst in purchases on Wax, it jumps more than 20 spots to number 26 on the official physical singles list. Several Sabrina Carpenter songs remain smashes. Carpenter's Busy Woman continues to hold inside the top 10 on the official singles chart, staying steady at number 7. The focus track from the recently revealed deluxe edition of Short N, Sweet, is proving to be a proper hit, and not just a quick sales win. Elsewhere, Espresso is still supercharged across 5 tallies, while Bed Chem manages to cling to a top 40 spot on just 1 chart this week, the official streaming ranking, but that's still notable, considering the fact that the tune has been racking up huge numbers of plays on platforms like Spotify for months. Sabrina Carpenter's star-making hit reaches a major milestone. Sabrina Carpenter's breakout hit Espresso turned her into a global pop superstar, and now the track has reached a milestone that few songs, even successful ones, ever make it to. The catchy single didn't just give the now Grammy winner a massive win upon release, it's proven to be the rare pop smash that sticks around. Espresso has now spent a full year on the Hot 100 AS of this week. Espresso has now spent 52 periods on the Hot 100, or a full year. That kind of longevity is uncommon, especially for pure pop cuts, which tend to peak quickly and fade just as fast, though the really special ones find a way to hold on. While she's not the first artist to land a year-long run on the tally, there are actually several tracks that have reached that milestone on the list right now. It's still a huge moment for both the singer and the title itself. Sabrina Carpenter's Espresso energizes again. Espresso is still a huge hit as it celebrates a year on the Hot 100. This week, the hit jumps from number 20 to number 17. It once topped out at number 3, though, based on its incredible popularity and longevity, many might assume it ruled the ranking for a long time. While it never had the chance to do so, its 52 weeks on the tally is a win of a different kind. Sabrina Carpenter may soon be kicked off the Hot 100 despite its current strength, Espresso is now in danger of disappearing from the Hot 100 because of Billboard's recurrent rule. The guideline dictates that after a song spends 52 weeks on the ranking, it can only remain if it lands at number 25 or higher. Should it dip below that position at any point, it's automatically removed and returning becomes incredibly difficult. Sabrina Carpenter lands 3 Hot 100 hits. Carpenter isn't only present on the competitive ranking with Espresso this week. She currently claims 3 spots on the Hot 100. Espresso leads at number 17, but Taste, another short and sweet hit, holds at number 27. Meanwhile, Busy Woman, which fronts the deluxe edition of her project, rises from number 76 to number 72 in its 8th frame on the chart. Espresso is Sabrina Carpenter's longest charting hit. There's no question that Espresso is now the biggest hit of Carpenter's career. It's her longest-running cut on the Hot 100 by a wide margin. Her next top performer is Please, 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 which has racked up 38 frames on the tally. That's followed closely by Feather, which debuted in 2023 and managed 37 appearances on the list. Coachella looks from Lady Gaga to Sabrina Carpenter, and the costumes that can make or break careers. Behind the creation of the festival's most iconic and outrageous costumes, from wardrobe malfunctions to insider tips and viral sensations, Lisa recently had a broken corset strap. The K-pop superstar and White Lotus cast member was waiting to greet fans at her Los Angeles hotel, but one wrong step outside her suite, and suddenly it wouldn't have been a photo opportunity. It would have been a serious wardrobe malfunction. I always put a backup corset in the Uber with me. Genesis Webb, the fashion director for pop star Chappell Roan and one of Lisa's main style advisors, tells the BBC. It's the #1 rule of styling a music artist. Anything can happen. As artists like Lisa, Lady Gaga, and Charli XCX descend on the Palm Springs desert for Coachella's 26th annual Music and Arts Festival, they bring with them an elite team of creative directors and fashion experts whose visual creations can make or break their performances. How an artist dresses at Coachella can be a monumental tool for establishing their identity or reinventing themselves, says Tomas Meyer, a Rolling Stone music critic and staff writer. Look at what Sabrina Carpenter was achieving last year on stage. The baby doll dresses, the big blonde hair, the pastels using that iconography on stage was impactful in creating a global hit, which created her career as a pop star. Meanwhile, says Meyer, an unfocused or chaotic outfit can lead to online mockery or worse. If people don't want to look at you on stage, they'll just stop paying attention. That's the kiss of death for a pop star's career. For emerging artists aiming for stardom, getting fashion right can have immediate benefits. Witness Chappell Roan, who arrived at last year's Coachella Festival as an underground indie singer and left a newly crowned star. She had a cult following, but she wasn't mainstream by any means, says Webb. We knew audiences still had to meet her, and we knew that style could help define her to the world. Webb commissioned the California costume shop Jackalope Land to make a giant beaded butterfly suit for the singer, which soon became a viral sensation. Everybody knew who she was after that. People still wear the butterfly outfit as a Halloween costume. That's how you know you've done your JOB. My motto is, always have a solution before there's a problem. For quick changes, we've done drills. June Ambrose. Despite the high stakes of an artist's signature concert look, time to make it is often short. By the time you get through creative inspirations, logistics, and budget, you're looking. Why Serena Williams deliberately stayed away from Taylor Swift at the 2025 Super Bowl. I totally get it. If you like the video, please subscribe and comment. Serena Williams has revealed why she didn't meet up with her friend Taylor Swift during the 2025 Super Bowl. The retired tennis world champion had a dance cameo during the halftime show of the game, while Swift attended to support her boyfriend, Travis Kelce, whose team, the Kansas City Chiefs, faced off against the Philadelphia Eagles. Serena Williams was also at the event with her husband, Alexis Ohanian, and their eldest daughter, Olympia. Serena Williams avoided Taylor Swift at the Super Bowl. After seeing her get heckled, in a chat with Time magazine, Williams revealed that she chose not to visit Swift in her VIP box during the Super Bowl. The tennis champ shared that she had more than just friendship as a reason to connect with the singer, revealing that her daughter Olympia, who attended the game with her, was eager to get Swift's autograph. "I'm such a mom," Williams said during the interview. "I was ready to go in here myself and be like, Taylor, come get this girl." However, when she saw Swift being booed by Philadelphia Eagles fans, Williams decided to scrap her plans for the meetup, even though she was already on her way to the suite with her husband, Alexis Ohanian, and their daughter. "It's hard when your team is losing, I totally get it," Williams added. Before giving more context to what happened, the tennis champ shared that she had more than just friendship as a reason to connect with the singer, revealing that her daughter Olympia, who attended the game with her, was eager to get Swift's autograph. "I'm such a mom," Williams said during the interview. "I was ready to go in here myself and be like, Taylor, come get this girl." However, when she saw Swift being booed by Philadelphia Eagles fans, Williams decided to scrap her plans for the meetup, even though she was already on her way to the suite with her husband, Alexis Ohanian, and their daughter. "It's hard when your team is losing, I totally get it," Williams added, before giving more context to what happened. "And my husband and I, we're so in a different space," she said. "We're so connected, we're so in love, we're just like trying to get our daughter Taylor Swift autographs. And nothing else." The tennis legend defended Taylor Swift after she was booed. While Williams couldn't get the autograph she wanted for her daughter, that did not stop her from defending the singer on social media against the boos. "I love you at Taylor Swift 13, don't listen to those boo," Williams wrote on X at the time. During the heckling at the game, Swift responded with a mocking side-eye glance and reportedly mumbled, what's going on?" Later on, a source revealed that the singer was deeply hurt by the incident and that her boyfriend, Kelsey, felt helpless about the situation. Travis was aware of Taylor getting booed, and he felt helpless. Seeing the look on her face got to him. A source said, per the Daily Mail, they added, "He always protects her and it broke his heart." He was already having a tough night, and the fact that the stadium was predominantly Eagles fans didn't help. Serena Williams made a surprise cameo during the halftime show. As for Williams, she went on to have quite a memorable night, making a surprise cameo during Lamar's halftime performance. Taking to the stage, the multiple Grand Slam winner showed off her dancing skills, crip walking to the rapper's viral song, Not Like Us, which, coincidentally, is a diss track about Williams' ex, Drake. After the performance, Williams seemed really excited with her appearance as she shared behind-the-scenes photos from rehearsals with Olympia. "Rehearsals, anyone?" the tennis star captioned the post, and when it was all over, Williams received praises from her fans and her husband. "Pretty fantastic halftime show," the wealthy entrepreneur, Ohanian, wrote on X. The tennis star shut down claims that her crip walk was meant as a dig at ex-Drake. A few critics took aim at Williams' Super Bowl performance, alleging that her crip walk was a subtle jab at ex-boyfriend Drake, who was the subject of Lamar's track, In Response. Williams expressed her disappointment, saying she was saddened that anyone would believe she was capable of such a petty move. "I would never do that," the tennis star told Time magazine. "And that was sad that anyone would ever think that. I respect how they could. Obviously, I can see how someone would think that, but absolutely not. I have never had negative feelings towards him. We've known him for so many years," Williams further remarked. Serena Williams and Drake have been amicable since their breakup. Williams and Drake were romantically involved around 2011, with sources claiming their relationship did now end on a good note. However, according to reports, The former lovers have remained amicable since the split. Serena briefly dated Drake around 2011, and even though it didn't end that well, they have remained friends since, a source once informed Page 6. He has been at her side at a lot of tournaments. Serena Williams explains reaction to Taylor Swift being booed at the Super Bowl. Remember back in February when Taylor Swift was minding her own business watching the Chiefs play the Eagles at Super Bowl 59, only to be booed when the camera flashed to her. At the time, Serena Williams, who was also at the Super Bowl to perform in Kendrick Lamar's halftime show, hopped on Twitter and wrote, "I love you at Taylor Swift 13, don't listen to those boo." Cut to now, and Serena is on the cover of Time, and the magazine wasted no time asking her about the moment. Turns out Serena was super excited to see Tay at the game, and she and her husband, Alexis Ohanian, had one mission: to get an autograph for their daughter, Olympia. She even waited outside Tay's suite to secure the signature. But they changed their mind after Taylor was booed, and once the Eagles started creaming the Chiefs. "Why would you boo her?" Serena said. "That's so mean. That's just awful." Despite waiting for Taylor to exit the arena, Serena decided to give the pop star space. "I'm such a mom. I was ready to go in here myself and be like, 'Taylor, come get this girl,'" she said. "It's hard when your team is losing. I totally get it." The tennis legend added of her time at the game with Alexis, "My husband and I, we're so in a different space. We're so connected, we're so in love, we're just like trying to get our daughter Taylor Swift autographs. And nothing else." Serena Williams reveals why she held back from securing a Taylor Swift autograph for her daughter opening about an experience at the 2025 Super Bowl. Serena Williams has revealed why she held back from securing a Taylor Swift autograph for her daughter during the event. Serena Williams reveals real reason she